Hi all, a new video on the Rossolimo opening, how to play it, and an instructive game. I got a request for it by TGB on chesscube. I believe his account on YouTube here is Tom Dreamevil, and he wanted a system against the Sicilian defense, and wanted to know what I play against it, and if I could make a video about it. So I played rossolimo, as you might have well guessed, and let's go. Let's see what it is. It's e4, c5, knight 3, and after knight c6. The classical Sicilian bishop b5. And if you play the bishop b5 in the Sicilian, you do not need to keep up to date with the dazzling theoretical developments in all kinds of open Sicilians. And you can sidestep theory and so play your own creative game and still put your opponent in trouble. And that's the nice thing about bishop b5. And bishop b5 is, I believe, a line that gains popularity nowadays. So it's an interesting line. Well, as said, you avoid theory, and it's more closed. It's more positional. So if you don't like tactical positions where you get tricked all the times by your opponent, then maybe this is a more interesting line for you. A problem you might have with it is that most of the time you will exchange this light squared bishop for the knight, and then you lose the bishop pair. Why would you do that, you might think? Well, you get a lot of compensation. You'll get doubled pawns on c5 and on c6, and you get easy development. As you can see, white is able to castle, and after moving the d pawn, it will get easy just to develop your pieces. Well, if you look at black's pieces, they're still all in their place, in their starting square. So those and what you also get is an initiative because of your fast development. Interesting interesting ideas are to play c3. To play c3 and play for d4 for the central control. And well, as said, it's more close to Sicilian, more positional, so you have the time to just think of a nice plan and move your pieces around and take your time, and then come in with some crushing idea. So well, let's take a look at the game I played in this variation. It was a game I played at my chess club on just an normal club night, and well, of course these were the starting moves, and my opponent played g6, which is seen as the best move. It gets ready for the bishop to get on this diagonal, and it keeps the option of playing a6, forcing the bishop to do something. I castled, played bishop g7, and I played rook e1, getting ready for maybe e5 at some point, and also getting this rook on a good active square. Sometimes this is annoying for black, because black attempts in this knight to keep his king in the center for a while to see what white's doing a lot of times. So then this rook on e1 might be annoying. a6, putting a question to the bishop, and now you take. That's what I did. And c3. And this has two purposes. One is to annoy this black on this diagonal, because now it's biting on granite with these pawns here. And another one is another one is to play d4 at some point. Here my opponent played knight f6, just a developing move. Now I answered with d3 defending. And you might think, well, don't you want your pawn to go to d4 at some point? Well, yes, of course I want to, but pushing it now to d3 isn't a real problem. As said, you can take your time in this opening, and I'll wait to the right moment to play d4 when it's even stronger. My opponent castled. I played bishop f4, developing move. Bishop e6, developing. And queen c2 now. Why queen c2? Isn't queen d2 better, you might ask, to try to go for a bishop exchange? Well, I wanted to develop my queen, and I want to preserve this d square for the knight. And I also wanted to make room for this rook to come to d1. And here on c2 it has a nice square supporting e4. So queen c2, knight h5, attacking my bishop, and my bishop moved back to e3. So now if I play d4, my pawn is still defended by the queen. So that's one of the reasons I played queen c2, so I was able to play bishop e3, as it blocks the rook, but the pawn is still defended by the queen. b6, defending the pawn, and as we can see, this is a long-term advantage for white, these weak pawns here, which are very annoying, and he has to black has to defend it, which is annoying for him. Knight d2, just a developing move. Queen c7, developing the queen and getting ready for rooks to come on the d file. Played rook a d1, rook d8, h3, which is an important move. You should know that h3 is a very important move in this opening. It's played a lot, normally much earlier than I play it now. Here I played on move 14, but it's played a lot faster most of the time, and it's very important to keep control on this over this g4 square, to stop this bishop from coming there. And of course, with the pawn on a white square, your dark squared bishop will gain in strength, because, well, it has more room to move. Rook d7, knight g5, attacking the bishop, and winning back the bishop pair, as you might say, because black is going to lose his bishop pair now. And so now we see that white really has a big advantage, because, well, black has these weaknesses, and his compensation for it has less activity, and his compensation for it was the bishop pair. But because of rook d7, he blocks in this bishop. It can't retreat now, so now he will lose his bishop pair as compensation. Queen d6, I took, queen takes, and knight b3. Just preparing d4, huh? Queen d6, moving back to the d file, and now we see the flexibility of the system. I wanted to play f4 here, but this might not be the best idea. Maybe d4 was better right away, but I wanted to play f4 to make this knight even more useless after g4, because then it has to move back, and then I might get a good initiative on the king side, good attacking opportunities, because, well, in this position he can play knight f4 now. But now it's a good indication to play d4. And now I have a good advantage according to myself, and also to the engine, because now it's a great time to play it because of the pressure on this queen. When the d file opens, it has to defend this rook, and it also has the duty to defend this knight. So this d4 is really annoying for black. My opponent played c takes, and I played knight takes, and so now I threaten a lot of things. Let's see if my opponent does a nothing move. Let's say king h8. I already have well, let's move the knight away. Knight b3, attacking the queen, and when it moves, for instance, to c7 now, I'm able to take here on f4, and the queen can't take here because then the rook falls. So this queen really is overworked. It has some problems. So well, my opponent played queen c7, but now we have the same tactical idea. So I want you to pause the video and well, see which combination I played here, because here white has a very nice combination. So pause the video and try to find it. I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, the solution in this position is bishop takes f4, and now after queen takes, I had a very nice move. My analysis of Fritz 11 gave it 2 exclamation marks, and it's knight e6, forking the queen and the rook, and also a discovered attack on this rook. Well, black has to do something. The queen is attacked, so f takes, also doubling these pawns, so a new weakness for black, and also an exchange down. So a very nice combination, and well, a crushing position already for white. And here my opponent saw his position was very hopeless, and he tried to force something now, but this didn't work out. As we see, bishop e5, played g3. Well, the queen is attacked. Move to f3. Just played rook d1. And here he really wanted to force it, so bishop g3. After f takes, queen g2, queen e3, just king h1, and here my opponent resigned. He really had nothing. So let's recap. Let's take a look at the game again. It's a nice opening. So a positional opening. Take your time, as we saw in this position, and don't be afraid to give the bishop pair, because you get compensation for it. Huge compensation. Development and these weaknesses, these double C pawns. And after, well, winning back the bishop pair, I really had a nice position. Don't forget to play h3, because, well, here I believe I was a little bit late with playing it, but it's quite a known move in this opening, so keep that in mind. And here, very nice combination, finishing my opponent off and, well, winning the game for me. So I hope you liked this video, especially you, TGB or Tom Dream Evil. I hope you find it instructive. Thumbs up is appreciated. Any comments or questions, and here on YouTube, and bye.